Hey everyone, it's Allie and welcome to my channel and welcome to part 1 of a 7-part series. I am going to walk you through everything I got from ThredUp's 200-pound mixed clothing rescue box. Alright, so as I said, this is going to be a 7-part series. I am going to be doing 4 different videos where I talk about everything that I am going to be selling from the boxes that I received. I'm also going to do a video about everything I will take to Clothes Mentor, another video about everything I will take to Plato's, and then the final video will be what sold quickly. So if all that sounds good to you, do make sure you stick around. But in this first video, I will quickly give you an overview of the boxes. So if you're unfamiliar, ThredUp is basically an online thrift store, and you can search for specific items just like a typical retail store, but then they also have this section on their website where you can get basically mystery boxes that are themed in different ways. So you might get a denim box, a shoe box, jewelry, etc., etc. My favorite boxes to get are actually the big bulk boxes because they really are just the most cost effective and you can find some real treasures. It's so much fun to go through them. I got 200 pounds of clothing from ThredUp. So the price for these boxes is $400, and then with the shipping and tax added on and everything, it ended up being $440, which is a lot, definitely, but you get a lot of items. I received 361 total items. And basically what I do when I get these boxes, I used to open them up on camera and I felt like I just missed so much stuff. I missed so many flaws and things like that. And I like to be able to look up brands so I can kind of tell you a little bit more. And it's just a very, overwhelming experience to go through those boxes. But now what I do when I get these boxes is I just go through them item by item. I decide if I am for sure gonna sell them in my Poshmark closet. If I see some flaws, I will kind of put those to the side, and then I'll make a pile for items that are sent to Clothes Mentor, which are more like mature mall brands, I would say. And then Plato's Closet also gets a pile, and that is more like teenage type mall brands. And there usually are a handful of items that I just am going to automatically donate that I know absolutely for sure Clothes Mentor or Plato's are not going to take, but honestly, it's really not that many items. I've been getting these boxes for a few years now, and I do think that they overall are much better now than they were a few years ago when I started selling. There used to be a lot more just like true junk items, like maybe scraps of fabric or just like really, really bad clothing items. And it just seems like they don't really put those in here anymore, at least in my experience. But how everything broke down was that I am going to automatically sell on my Poshmark 166 items. I pulled out 6 items that are going to be donated. I have 88 items to take to Clothes Mentor. And honestly, I will go through that again after I take those items to Clothes Mentor, because some of them I might decide I do actually want to sell them on my Poshmark, or maybe I'll create bundles on my Poshmark. And same goes for the items that I'm taking to Plato's Closet. And I am taking 87 to Plato's. So 87 to Plato's and 88 to Clothes Mentor. And as I said, you will see those videos coming up. And then I am going to be keeping 14 items. And honestly, they're 14 very solid items. A lot of the pieces are very high quality, great brands, but I really like them. I'm gonna wear them for a while, but I wouldn't be surprised if I ended up selling those eventually too. But the cost of goods, when you divide 440 by 361, I get $1.21 per item. So super great cost of goods, but even if I'm only looking at those 166 items that I'm selling on my Poshmark, the cost of goods is still only $2.17. So I know a lot of people don't like to get these huge bulk boxes because you do get so many mall brand type items. But even if you literally donate the majority of the box or about half the box, I think the cost of goods is still very solid. And like I said, it's just so much fun to go through these boxes. I always can find some really great items to sell. I can usually find some great items for myself. And you just have to be prepared for the mess. Okay, up first we have this super cute J. Crew Factory long sleeve like mustard blouse. And of course, this is something that I absolutely could have taken to Clothes Mentor. I had a lot of items from J. Crew Factory in that box, but I am someone who sells stuff based on what I personally like a lot of the times. I like very bohemian, feminine type things. Of course, if something's a great brand and I don't particularly like it, I'll still sell it. But yeah, I'm very happy to sell really cute items for like $15 to $20 or so, or even less. I am not someone that only lists things that I can sell for like $40+. And I just think that this blouse has a lot going for it. I think it is just the cutest little thing. We are going into fall season. It's not an uber small size or anything, it's a size medium, and this one is in really, really great shape. Up next is another kind of more basic one. I'm trying to like scatter the really good items throughout all 4 of these videos, so definitely make sure to stay tuned for all of them. But this one definitely does have some good stuff going for it. This brand is Ella Simone, which I wasn't really familiar with, but that is what that label looks like. And you might be able to see that this is actually a linen blend. So that was the main reason that I did decide to go ahead and list this in my Poshmark closet. I also think it's just really, really cute. I love bohemian style. I love flowers. I definitely like to sell things that are linen. So there were enough things going for this that I wanted to list it, but it would have been better if it was a little bit bigger. This is a great basic sweater that already has a good bit of attention, and we're still in summer months here, but this is a really cute neutral sweater from J. Crew, and this is from J. Crew, not J. Crew Factory. It is a size small. And this actually is a wool alpaca blend sweater. There's some other stuff in there too. Overall, just a really, really great closet staple sweater, good minimalist sweater. So this one I'm hoping to get at least like 30 to 35 for. I did not plan this, but here is another J. Crew sweater. And this one is much more summery, as you can see. This is a linen blend. And I do pretty well most of the time with sweaters and just tops in general that do have a really cute graphic like this. I thought that this one would be really adorable for vacation or something like that. I might have listed this a little bit too late. It would have been much better for me to have listed this in like May or June, but I didn't have it at that time. But hopefully it will sell before fall really rolls in. But these are a great pair of joggers for fall. Really nice, like burnt orange color. These are really nice and thick. Like I said, a jogger cut. And I was not familiar with this brand. This is Gabby Fresh. It says fashion to figure. And I do believe that this brand does the vanity sizing. It says 2, and I'm pretty sure that equaled out just to a 2X. But yeah, it is a great quality pair of joggers. There is a little bit of wear to the inner thigh, but honestly not too bad. And these do have quite a bit of interest already as well. So this is a brand that I'm absolutely going to be on the lookout for in the future whenever I'm out thrifting, at the bins, whatever. It seems like this is a pretty popular plus size brand. I did get a fair amount of Anthropologie pieces just because there are so many Anthropologie pieces on ThredUp and just on the secondhand market in general. And this one I think is so adorable. I really love the cut of this. Unfortunately, this is actually missing a lining, so that's kind of the only bad thing about this. And Anthropologie, even though it's one of my personal favorite brands, this is actually an Anthropologie top. It doesn't sell very well because, as I said, there's just so much of it on the secondhand market. So I'm not expecting to get very much for this at all, especially because it is missing that lining and it is a size extra small. But it truly is such great quality. Hopefully I can just get about $15 for it and someone can have a really nice piece for their collection. This one I really like. I was kind of tempted to keep it because it is so oversized, even though it's a size small, but I am going to sell it. It is this cropped Champion sweatshirt. This with some high-waisted joggers and some like cute sneakers would be a great little athleisure look. And I wasn't sure at first if this was intentionally cropped or if maybe somebody before had cropped it, but it was in fact, intentionally cropped, so that was very nice. And this one, not too surprisingly, does have a fair bit of interest on it already. This is a really nice wool blend open cardigan from Joan Voss Studio. I don't know if I've ever sold anything from this brand before, but of course anything wool blend is fantastic to sell. I typically do quite well with open cardigans, and this is just a great style. I think a lot of people of all different age groups would really like this sweater. It kind of has like an ombre effect going on. And for being wool, it really is in pretty good shape. I do need to take the depiller to it a little bit, but no big holes or anything like that. This one I really like. It's just a little Gap sweater, size small, but I think it's just a great little cottage core piece. You could throw this over a long sleeve, or you could wear it with a skirt and wear it more like in the spring and summertime. And as far as I can tell, cottagecore style is here to stay, which I love because I am an 85-year-old woman at heart myself. And this is just pretty much a cotton piece, nothing too crazy going on. But I think that this one will do quite well. Probably won't sell for a lot, but I think it will sell relatively quickly. And that's kind of something that was on my mind a lot when I was deciding what I was going to sell versus take to Plato's or Clothes Mentor. A lot of the pieces that I am taking to the consignment stores are in good condition. There's nothing too wrong with them, but most of the time I just didn't think it was quite worth it for me to list, either because it was like a tank or a short sleeve blouse and I didn't think I would really be able to make that much money. It just wasn't really worth it. I'd rather get a couple quick bucks at the consignment stores, or I just honestly didn't really like it that much myself. And as I said, I very much am drawn to list things that I personally like. Like this I do like. This is Derek Lam. I don't know if it's IOC or 10C in collaboration with Athleta. And it seems like these pieces do quite well. And I would not be too upset to pull this if it was sitting for a while, because I do wear a lot of loungewear, athleisure kind of pieces, but this seems to be just a really nice breathable piece. If you can see, the back is all kind of like meshy, so it would be really nice to wear this in the fall if you were going for a hike or a run or something and you wanted to be warm but still needed some breathability. So I'm very excited to see how this piece does. I've never seen that collaboration in the wild before, but I do really like to sell Athleta. Okay, this is a throwback for me. So as you can see, this is a really fuzzy little hoodie. This is actually from Spirit Jersey, which I would recommend being on the lookout for. Some of their pieces can do very well. This is a size large, but I don't know if you'll be able to read it on the back, but it does say Hershey, PA. So Hershey in Pennsylvania, I am from right around that area. Now I live in Columbus, Ohio, but I would go to Hershey Park all the time when I was a kid. I would absolutely say that it is my favorite theme park of all time, just because I think they have some really good rides, but they also have really good shows and it's very beautiful. And then you can head right over to Hershey Chocolate World and see how they make the chocolate and get all your chocolate supply and everything. So it's just such a wonderful place to be. I have so many fond memories, and like many amusement parks, at least up in the north, they do like Fright Nights for Halloween. So I'm absolutely guessing that this was sold during one October Fright Night or something like that. This was a great find. I was super stoked to get these Good American new with tag jeans in a size 14. And that is something that I noticed as I was going through these boxes, that I did get quite a good range of sizes. Sometimes in the past I've gotten a lot of like extra small, but for this one I really got like all of them. I even got a few more plus size pieces. This is, I guess, like the lower end of plus size. So that's absolutely fantastic. And you'll see that I did actually get another pair of Good American jeans in these boxes. But these are specifically the Good Waist jeans. So it'd be fantastic if I could get around $50 or so for these. I don't think Good American is as popular as they used to be. It used to like fly out of my closet pretty much same day whenever I listed it in the past. And I do have these listed already and they still haven't sold yet, but absolutely still a fantastic thing to get. Another new with tags, this one is Anthropologie. It is specifically their Floriat sub-brand, and this is a really adorable piece. I don't know if you can tell, but the buttons are actually like little flowers. And this one would be really cute to wear like all seasons because of course you could wear it as is like in the spring and summer, but then you could also throw a little turtleneck on underneath. And I think that would be adorable. And this is actually a size 12. So I love that. That's pretty much my favorite size to list because I think that's just pretty much the American average, so you're gonna have the most eyes on that size. But this was an Anthro piece that I was very, very excited to pull out. Let's just keep going with the new with tags. This one is from Francesca's. You can see that it was cut in half, and this is from their sub-brand Alya, A-L-Y-A. This is a size small, and this is so comfortable. This is something that if it was my size, I absolutely would have kept it because Francesca's, it does not retail for like super cheap. Probably this retailed for like $50 or so, but I wouldn't say that it sells for a whole heck of a lot. And I really love this style. I love like the little peplum style. This feels like a sweatshirt, so comfortable. But yeah, this is a size small, so I am gonna go ahead and list it. But I think it's super cute, hoping to get maybe 20-ish for it because it is new with tags. This one's pretty basic. It is H&M, and there's gonna be a lot of that you'll see in the Plato's box, but I do love to sell these like chunky sweaters. This one is a size medium. It's probably not gonna show up the best on camera, but it does have some nice detail going on, but at the end of the day, it is just a really good neutral. I think it is a nice length that would look cute, honestly, like over a skirt or something like that. So this is one just based off of past experience. I do quite well with these chunky sweaters, really no matter what brand they're from. This one will be interesting to see how it does. I've never sold this brand before. It is Cotton Emporium, size medium. This feels like it really was never worn at all. I do like green myself and I do like animal print, but for some reason there's something about this that I don't like absolutely love, or maybe I would have kept it. Like the animal print spots look a little bit interesting to me, but I'm sure someone will like it. And as I said, feels brand new. I love to sell sweaters in the fall, and it will just be interesting to see if people are kind of seeking out this brand Cotton Emporium. These are the kind of pieces I love to get in these boxes because they're small and they don't take up a lot of space. This is a Torrid bra and it is in really great shape. I love to sell Torrid. And this is a size 1F. And I did list this already, and when I looked it up, I think this is still being sold. It's definitely a very recent piece at the least, so that's always great to get as well. Another sports bra, this one is by Zella, which I believe is Nordstrom's in-house like athletic brand. This is a size small, and it is kind of like a greenish gray, just a really nice kind of basic higher quality sports bra. So if I could get maybe 18 to 25 for this, I'd be stoked. Banana Republic, this is a brand you're gonna see a lot in the clothes mentor video, but I just like this piece. This is a size small. We're going into fall. I think it would be a great piece for like early fall because it is quite lightweight. And I like the cut of this one as well. And I think it does have pretty good materials. Yeah, it's a cotton and modal blend. And modal is one of my favorite materials because it is just so unbelievably comfortable. So that is why I decided to pull that one out to list. And then this one I was extremely excited to find. This is Eileen Fisher. And it is a size small, so ideally, of course, it would have been a bigger size. Ideally, it would have been a medium or large, and then I would have kept it, because I do really love this sweater. Very pretty green color. I have sold maybe like 5 to 7 Eileen Fisher pieces. Not all of them have sold, I should say. I've found that many, I've listed that many, but this one I would say by far is my favorite one that I've ever found. Yeah, just such a pretty color green. And this one is 100% cotton, so no wool or anything like that in there. But absolutely love that one. Need to pick up the pace. Now you see why I'm only doing about 40 a video. Okay, this one I really like too. It is not something I would ever be comfortable wearing, but this top is from Zara, and I feel like it is very like teenage girl cottagecore type piece. It's in great shape. Another really good one for fall. This with some black high-waisted jeans would be great. This is also the newer tag from Zara, so anytime I find Zara that's newer tag, I'm pretty much gonna list it, even if it's a really like insubstantial piece. I just find that it moves pretty quickly most of the time. This is a graphic tee from Hiatus, and this is a great size. It's a size 3X. So as I was saying earlier, I did get a nice range of sizes, I would say. This is extremely, extremely comfortable. This is from the sportswear brand Tailgate, which I think is a pretty like good quality brand. I think people do kind of seek it out. This is a size large, and this is a Clemson Tigers long sleeve. It's real stretchy, really good thickness, like a thinner sweatshirt-like feel. This is another good chunky sweater that I would have listed no matter the brand, but this one is Universal Thread, size medium. And honestly, I really like to sell Target pieces because they're usually very, very cute and they tend to move quickly because of that. And I don't really pull in that much for them, but I feel like I can make kind of close to the retail price a lot of times on their pieces because I think like their collections have such quick turnover that if you missed a certain style or something, then it's kind of gone forever. You got to go to the secondhand market. And I, for one, don't mind a Target piece myself. I don't really ever buy them at Target, but I see them all the time at the thrift store, and I will often get a cute little blouse or something like that for myself. So yeah, this probably only retailed for $25 to maybe $30 or so since it is a bit thicker, but I probably will go ahead and list this for like $22 and hope to get between $15 and $22 for it. These are new with tag, Free People jeans, size 31, 12. So we love that. And these are a little bit of a flare cut. I'm tempted to try these on, but it's so hard to keep things that are new with tags. This is just a little New Balance pullover. This didn't have a size, but I would guesstimate that it fits about a size small. This one's really nice just to throw on when the weather's a little bit chilly. It does have pockets, and aside from the size missing, it is in perfect condition. Okay, this dress I love. This is one of my favorite ones that I got. This is from Tanya Taylor, which is definitely a great brand. This is a size 16, but I just love this dress. I don't know if you'll be able to tell too much, but there is like this subtle button detail going on, and I love that print. And this is 100% silk, size 16, just so much good going for this. I'm hoping to get at least like 50 or so for this one. New with tags, I love the style of this. Again, we've got a little kind of cottagecore type piece. This is from Status by Chanel, size large, and it says that this was sold at Nordstrom Rack. But I think this is a fantastic one for end of summer, early fall, or like if you lived in the South and you wanted to wear the fall colors, but it's still nice and hot. I love the subtle detail on this. Really cute sleeves. I think this one will do quite well. Here's one that I don't expect to get a lot for because it's not very substantial, but it was just way too cute not to list. I love this little like crochet American Eagle top. This is just a size small. This is a little white dress from Entro. It is a size large. It's white, but then it has like this lace overlay. So I did list this already, and I put like, of course, coastal, but I also put graduation and bridal shower, baby shower, all that kind of stuff. Anything that you might wear a white dress to, I try to always include that whenever I am listing a white dress. Little blouse from ANA, A New Approach. A lot going for this one. I do pass on a lot of blouses just because a lot of times you can't get too much for it. But I thought this one could move pretty quickly. This is a size extra large, and I absolutely love the cute little bird novelty print on there. I love purple and blue myself, so I was absolutely gonna take the time to list this one. I wasn't even sure what this was at first. This is from this brand called Tiger Mist, size small, and this does seem to be a pretty popular brand, so I would recommend being on the lookout for it. But I wasn't sure if it was like a swimsuit because it has that kind of material, or maybe even a tube top. But thankfully I did find a stock photo online, and it is a little mini skirt, and there is a top that matches it. So I don't think it originally was sold as a two-piece set, but you could buy the top. But I wasn't sure how this would do since it is, quite a look to it. But it does have a bit of attention already, and I think that the original retail price was not uber cheap on this at all. And this is so tiny, like this did not take up any space in the box. American Eagle, size small. American Eagle, I'm kind of like 50-50 with, maybe 60-40 with, about like what I would take to Plato's and what I would sell. If it is something that I think is going to move quickly, if it is more of a sweater, if it is more of a loungewear, athletic wear type piece, I do like to sell more of those. And sometimes the blouses I'm more willing to take to Plato's. But this one, even though it'll probably only sell for like $15 to $18 or so, people really like these neutral Henleys from American Eagle. We're going into fall and I like it myself, so I would not be too sad to pull it. It says it's a size small, but I feel like this is actually pretty oversized. This one I'm hoping will move before summer is over. This is an Old Navy piece, size medium, kind of like Target. I don't mind selling some cute Old Navy because it does sell pretty quickly, although not for a lot. And this one is a nice linen blend piece. And I think it's just a great one to kind of throw over like your denim shorts or something like that. Banana Republic, size medium. I love this one. Very cute off the shoulder. Really bright, colorful, floral. Absolutely love this. Photographed very well. This one is from Saint Tropez West. And the main reason that I am listing this is because it is 100% linen and it is a size medium. Really anything that I find that's 100% linen, especially if it's given to me as in these boxes, I am gonna go ahead and list it. I feel like my linen stuff like this, especially maybe this brand, which I'm pretty sure is sold at like Marshall's and places like that, I find that it sits for quite a while, like maybe it'll even sit for like a year, but then all of a sudden somebody will buy it full price for like $27 or something like that. So I found that it really is worth it to list these linen pieces. This one is adorable. I would never feel confident enough to wear something like this, but I think it is really cute. This is a Free People super stretchy bodycon dress. This is great for end of summer, early fall, because it is pretty nice and thick. And of course, brown is a great color for fall. And it is still a pretty trendy color, I think. But this one has a lot of great detail to it. And I feel like I couldn't find that many listings of this dress because I was desperately trying to find a stock photo, and I don't think I did, unfortunately. Just a few more for this video. This one is from Tom's. It's a size medium. And this one I did debate on because I know I'm not going to get very much for it. But I decided I would just go ahead and throw it up there, and hopefully I'll get about $15 or so for it. I do think this is a nice little popover top. I do like the blue with like the subtle little polka dot detail. And it does feel really nice and high quality. So if someone out there is looking for Tom's clothing, then this is there for them. Here is a turtleneck sweater from Roz and Allie, size medium. And I was kind of debating on this one because it's nothing like too crazy, but I think it is pretty cute. And if I can get $15 to $18 or so for it, I'll be happy. And of course, Barbie brought the love of pink. I've always loved pink though, and I think that this is kind of a nice pink for the fall season. And then last, and not very exciting to be honest, this is a new with tag bra from Mono B. It's a very simple, minimalist sports bra, nothing too crazy to say about it, but I love, of course, that it is new with tags. And this is a size small. But all right, this was video 1 of this 7-part ThredUp 200-pound box series. So if you enjoyed this video and you want to see what else I got, definitely make sure you stick around. But thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.